I went online when I started working here, and I check out the building, and it shows you old-time pictures of the area. The building literally still looks the same, literally, you know, and I think that's fascinating, keeping old coming into new.
I interviewed here, and I was, having my first weeks here, and I was like, I did not know this building looked like this. And of course, everything was gutted by the time I got here, but it's definitely really cool, especially being from this town and like getting to see it all happen. And a few years from now, I'm gonna drive by and it's gonna be like, oh my God, I worked there. I built some of the things here.
It's crazy to think of seeing this building and seeing, the idea of like what it must have looked like when it created it, and even looking at the masonry on the outside and the faces, and you see like all the different faces and facets and little things that they're like nooks and crannies that they do, and everything's so on point, and it lasted for this long, and it's just like you look at that kind of stuff and you're like really impressed.
It's really fun, it's refreshing. I haven't had a chance to do much wood framing, especially in historical buildings. So it's a nice change of pace, and it's really fun. I like the challenges it brings, and it's a fun environment.
So we're right in downtown St. Johnsbury. We're doing a historic renovation, and it's the building consists of 6 commercial units, ground floor units, and I believe it's 43 residential units. So we have a combination of in-house labor, which consists of about 40 carpenters, laborers, field personnel, supervisors. So I think we hired about 20 local people. What was surprising to me this go-around, I've been recruiting for a while, I had probably 30% of the people applying were females. Try to hire based on attitude and then work ethic, and we can teach them the rest.
I really enjoy being creative and being a builder. For me, like I want to go to work and I want to work in something that I'm passionate about or something that I feel purpose in. So it's just nice to be able to have that strength or have that skill set to be able to take something in your head and actually create it in real life.
I just love how it's like there's so many different aspects of everything, and like everyone's doing a different thing, right? We have a bunch of different crews working on different things throughout the job, but at the end, everything is gonna come together and be like one project. That's what I really love, and I love being a part of it.
One of the reasons why I want to do it, I want to learn how to build my own. That's why I moved to Vermont. It is such a beautiful state. I want a little piece of it. I want to leave a little piece of it for my kids.
I just like building things. I like the different working outside, even if I'm in an office. On a construction site, it's nice being able to drive by and say, I worked on that building, we built that, and it's nice knowing when your work has a direct outcome where you're benefiting somebody else.
Nick, Mark, and myself, we're going to start, we'll pick one or two of you, much like
Amanda is my assistant superintendent. She and I work hand in hand daily on the project. Amanda will take over the roles of coordination of the day-to-day activities for the subcontractors, a lot of the aspects with safety and communication with our own foremen and our own manpower, as well as developing and maintaining the material list of what we have coming and going on site for all the logistics for that. Huge help to me. Couldn't do my job properly without the kind of support that she offers, and is very, very knowledgeable and brings a lot to the table as well.
Amanda has a ton of experience. She's been in the trades. She's dealt with all this stuff before, and now she's in a leadership role. So it's, once these other women that are just brand new to construction, seeing another woman successful that can hang with all the men at the job site, there's no issues with it, she can hold her own. So it's, to me, that gives me some confidence that there's more to come.
I want the best people for the job, period. And if you have that desire to work hard, care about your product, care about the people that you're working with, want to be safe, absolutely, male, female, makes no difference to me. And everybody's capable.
That's just it, just being a woman itself. And showing them that I am equally a powerhouse. I can be equally a powerhouse as you. That's the unique thing. They're not expecting me to be strong or just even knowing certain things.
it's still like a big deal to have a lot of women. Like I would say in my major, there's probably only six or seven girls out of like 200 people.
In the beginning, some people always treat you differently, but that's usually very short-lived because we all have common goals, and if you're a hard worker and you're a team player, that usually isn't a problem.
Yeah, I just think it's cool being able to like do the same thing that men are doing, and it's not a problem. It's not weird, and it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal at the same time, you know?
Don't get intimidated thinking it's a man's job. Do it.
Don't treat yourself like you're lesser than everybody else, because people will just treat you like that.
Don't be afraid. Just try it, and don't limit yourself.
Like, know your worth, I guess, and know what you want to do, where you want to go, what your goals are.
Maybe your best opportunity is to go to work for a GC, and you can experience finished carpenters. You have electricians, HVAC, plumbing, and that's a good way to get exposure to everything and to really understand the whole package portion of building, houses or commercial.
Stick with your gut and do what you want to do.